In the franchise, specifically in franchising, it's the characteristics. So what do I want my investment to be? That's going to rule out a lot of brands. The thing that most people don't realize is what is included in the investment. So anytime you talk to a brand, you're going to ask what's included in their item 7. So usually it's the franchise fee, it's the training, everything you need to get the business up and running in the first 90 days of operation. That's usually what it includes. Sometimes it's a year of operation, sometimes it's 3 months, but 3 months seems to be the average. So that's what's included. So you may see a number 100 to 200,000. There's going to be a range. And the reason there's a range is because you want to make sure every franchisee is going to run the business differently. Some are going to run it full time. Some will run it part time and have a general manager salary. Some will buy used vehicles versus new vehicles, lease versus purchase. So there's going to be different scenarios. Therefore, the range you want to see kind of where you're located. If it's a brick and mortar location, is it in your town? Are you open to looking outside your town? If it's a service-based business, what's the general area? The market you live in may not be the ideal. It may be sold or it may not be the ideal area. I have someone that wanted their home market, but they were looking at senior care and they were looking for that 75 and older population. And it was very low in where they live. So they had to look 2 towns over and that's okay. They'll give you kind of, these are approved areas. You have to be okay with that. If it's too far, then maybe it's something either you pass on or maybe you move down the road. Your employees, what do they look like? Are they W-2 employees? Are they 1099 contractors? Some states will have different laws when it comes to that, but roughly, ideally, you want to get that right mix of W-2. Maybe it's all W-2 or just your support staff, sales is W-2. And then your roofers are 1099 contractors. Some brands, believe it or not, don't have any employees. So that's another thing. Do I prefer not to have any staff whatsoever? The venue, as I mentioned, a brick and mortar location versus something home based. Well, the difference there is going to be working from home, maybe down the road getting an office. You're up and running in 1 to 3 months. So these are the things to think about. And then a brick and mortar location in a shopping center, you're looking at 6 to 18 months. We'll call it in the middle 12. And then a standalone building, you're probably double there. You're probably closer to 2 years out to find the right location, the build outs, the permits and everything to get you up and running. So that'll affect things. Your role in the business. Some brands require you to be full-time. Others will allow part-time ownership. And there's so many different characteristics, but we dive deep into those areas so that we can figure out something you would enjoy, something that you can run part-time if you're unable to leave your job or the other way around, and talk to the franchisor with, what's the average day in a life look like for a franchisee, and they would supply you videos and even introduce you to franchisees.